Welcome everyone to GSWA Week 2. Today in this episode we bring you the second half of the roster in action as the next group steps into the spotlight with everything on the line. We're also joined on this episode by special guest and Xpro owner Lee Best, adding his insight and experience to the action as competition heats up. A quick heads up, we had some technical difficulties, the microphone had other ideas at certain points, and we did relieve some production crew members of their duties. But trust me, it all adds to the chaos and unpredictability and overall entertainment of the show. So sit back, enjoy. This is GSWA Week 2.
Okay, welcome to Week 2 of the Gold Standard Wrestling Academy presents Forged in Gold. Quick apology again about last week. Obviously, first stream I've ever done. Went pretty well overall, just the one big mistake. The guy in the production truck has been fired, missing out on most of the final match. So yeah, we threw him into the street. Got a new guy. Hopefully we don't have any errors this week, but we will see. We've got a special guest joining us this week, so you won't have to listen to my boring voice the whole time. Going to have some color commentary. He is the former god of HOW, High Octane Wrestling, now current god of all things Xpro, Mr. Lee Best. So we'll be bringing him in just a second. We're going to go over what he thinks about the Gold Standard Wrestling Academy so far. Obviously, Xpro had a huge first pay-per-view of the year in Exodus, where they had a really, really cool, very interesting Royal Rumble match in the main event. So we're going to go over that and talk about what the future has in store for Xpro. So with that said, I am going to bring in our guest for the night or day or wherever you are in the world. Mr. Lee Best, are you there, sir?
I am. I appreciate you letting me sit in today, sir. So I'm looking forward to see what happens. I always appreciate a firing after 1 week. So kudos to you, sir, for pulling the plug quickly.
Yeah, got to bring out that banhammer early, and let them know that standards must be high. Especially when it's the Gold Standard Academy. You know what I mean?
You got to live up to the standard that you set for over 20 some years here, sir. You can't let some new guy come in here and fuck shit up. So you're doing it right, and I appreciate that from a high level. You're very welcome to see not only people like yourself jumping in and doing stuff like this, but also the ability to pivot as needed. And real quick before we get into it, you did a great job first week. Let me put that out there. First show, doing it by yourself, man, you did a great job. So kudos to you. And again, you're gonna figure some shit out as we go, and we'll probably fuck up 20 times today, but hopefully it'll be a good time, and everybody will have a decent matches to watch versus some stuff that we see. But I am excited, so I'm looking forward to whatever happens today. So kudos to you, sir, for jumping into the deep end on your own last week, and hopefully I bring a little bit of value for you today.
Oh, 100%. I really appreciate having you on. Like I said, and like you pointed out, doing it solo is, it has its challenges. So having someone to play off and someone to cover for me and someone just to be able to keep the audio going while I'm messing around with stuff on the back end is going to be very helpful. So I appreciate you taking time out of your morning today to come and shoot the shit on the stream with me.
Yeah, kids are dropped off. The wife is doing her thing. I got a 97 red Yeti here full of caffeine and some Baileys. I'm ready to rock and roll hoochie coo, man.
Nice, dude. Very nice. I mean, yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, but I'm on my fifth coffee and still waking up. So rough night last night. I fell asleep listening to an audio book. Don't ever do that because I had the most weirdest, vivid dreams. But yeah, I digress. So yeah, let's before we get into GSWA, let's give you an opportunity to tell everyone, if they didn't catch the Xpro pay-per-view last weekend, why don't you go ahead and just give us the lowdown and how you think it went?
Yeah, it was Exodus. It was our first pay-per-view of the year, like you mentioned. It was one of those deals where if anybody remembers HOW at all, we kind of had Iconic was always in this, the first or last pay-per-view, right? It was the last event of the year or the first event if it bled into January. Um, we started Xpro late in the year 2025, so we started with Exodus, kind of kick it off, and we wanted to do the same thing here because let's be honest, it's hard to schedule events around this. Where before it was like if you put a show and you said it was going to happen on that date, you better do it, or you're gonna have a bunch of role players fucking in your shit, right?
Yeah.
Now it's there's no pressure. Like if we can't do a show, we can't do a show. No big deal, right? It's more freeing, more everything. So when we ran Exodus this time, the thinking was we're going to kick off the year with Exodus and let's do a Rumble. And I've avoided copying WWE, AEW, TNA. I tried to avoid copying them for years because we always felt like they were reading our shit. And a lot of pro wrestlers will tell you they were e-fetters back in the day. You know this. We've had some interactions with them, but we avoided that. This time I leaned into it. We're gonna have they're having a Royal Rumble. We've never done a Rumble. I've never ran a Rumble ever in e-fetting. So we said, fuck it, let's try it. And to actually see it play out, there was a ton of anxiety. I had more anxiety running that event than I do some shit I do at work. Like I woke up in the morning like anxiety ridden. Like this ain't gonna go well. This is the first one I ever ran. And kudos to everybody that jumped on. We had the most people on live and viewing of any event. And it was great. We had one undercard match, tag team title match, where we saw that change hands. A shitty match. It was 7 minutes, right? We had blood though. It was high impact, high octane. It was okay. It was a title change. It was what it was. It led into the Rumble. It was great. The immersion was amazing. There was a lot of great reactions, great moments. Um, it couldn't have worked any better than I thought. The surprises went over well. We brought back some old characters, people that you visually haven't seen over the years because we started doing posers and whatnot. So yeah, it was a good time, and I knew I was going to swerve everybody. I had put the world champion of Xpro, Danny Ellis, on every fucking picture, banner, video, anything I could put on. He was in there, knowing he was going to be in the match. Me and Jet were going back and forth on when he was going to be in the match, and to have that late game surprise that he came out at number 29 and the title was on the line, and all the shenanigans that played out after that. The live bounties was great. Where I could approve, the ticker was a thing. I tried to have some scrolling, and when you're in it and you're watching it, the immersion was real. I was not updating shit. So kudos to everybody. It was a great time. And we got to see GSWA graduate Patty O'Malley, right? Tied into what we're doing in today. Patty, one of the guys that graduated, showed up in the match, was kicking some serious ass in the match, and it played into it perfectly. You couldn't have booked that any better between the interactions between old HOW guys, new Xpro characters, and brand new GSWA graduates taking a part in the first ever Rumble was really, really cool to see. So I know you're on the show. I appreciate you being on that. But man, that was a great, great event. And the reaction was good. It's obvious if we keep this train rolling, we'll be doing the same thing next January.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. Man, that Rumble was incredible. I don't know whether you had just a lot of luck with that it behaved
Yes.
for you, because when I've ran them, like you get the occasional character coming out and he's like appearing as a different wrestler. I've had that before. But yeah, it was flawless. Everything just seemed to work. Like you said, the thing about Xpro is obviously you've got a year of stuff already under the belt, so there's a lot of established characters. There's some, you know, already some feuds and sort of storytelling starting to come out. So, um, if anyone is watching this that isn't an expert, ever, you know, watched Xpro, I highly recommend it. It's a lot more immersive, a lot more room for storytelling. It's a great time, and obviously the commentary
Yeah,
alone is worth it.
I was gonna say it if you just watch it on its own, it's like reading back an EFED match, right? It's not as good as I felt like when we did live results. My only goal in playing this fake pretend wrestling hobby that we play is for that 1.5 to 2.5 hours that we're playing it. I'll bring you, and you're doing the same thing now. I think it's a great thing, is the immersion, right? It's one thing to post and write matches for 3 months and then post it. But when you do it live and you get to play off people's feelings and you get the old emotional terrorist, right? I got extremely lucky. Scotty Wood versus Kostoff. Patty going after Leroy Brown, the only 5-star match in the Fed right now. Like, you couldn't have booked that better if I wanted to, but you had to be there to watch it live, and the commentary and the immersion to hear the real reactions, dude. I just feel like my goal is always to have the best live results, like the night of. My shit isn't always good the day after, right? And it's hard if you just watch it with no commentary. To your point, it'd be really, really tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And just on your point about like the old style of e-fedding, I'm just even working in the channel there now.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, right. Because I think even when I was getting older, it's very hard to write 3,000 words and then not be upset when you lose. Whereas this is just, you create an 8-bit character, hand it over to you, and then it's in the hands of RNG and a bit of UI and everything else, and it's just fun. Uh, I think
Yeah,
this is the
and
way
I don't know
forward.
the results, right? This is the first time I've never known the results, so my reactions are just like you. I have no clue what the fuck's gonna happen. You're handing over your character to me, and I have no idea what's gonna happen. It's amazing. I love it. I almost feel like I wish we would have jumped into Xpro a little sooner with SVO and MVW and the JD's worlds. I wish I almost would have done it later because, let's be honest, writing become a job. It becomes a hassle, and it leads to negative connotations or reactions, like with you and the Fed head and how the results went and like stuff like that, right? So this is, everybody knows it's completely random. Sure, there's some mods that you could probably fix matches and all that. We've chose from the get go. We're not gonna do that. Let the machine do its thing, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, and I love that because there's like that real sport element to it. You like you say, you don't know the result. Like obviously, we'll get onto Aftershock, but obviously there's a big main event tomorrow night. GSWA boy Leon King facing Danny Ellis for the BBC title. Now if this was angled, Ellis would win. There's no way that, maybe it could be that instant impact of the GSWA guy getting the belt first night, but genuinely most people a role. Um, you know, they really will expect him to win. But if somehow the gods of RNG decide that King's walking out with that belt, then that's the beautiful thing about the way you're doing it. So
A lot of people are gonna be rooting for him tomorrow night. GSW is getting repped really hot and heavy here to kick off the year, man. So everybody's gonna be rooting for him. Danny Ellis is a victim of his own success now. Everybody's rooting against him, no
yeah,
doubts.
yeah, 100%. Everyone's tuning in. Again, that's talk a little bit about what's coming up tomorrow night, and then we'll get into.
Yeah, tomorrow night it's all about kicking off the next pay-per-view period, Ascension, which will be taking place at the Best Arena. I'm working on the new arena for the pay-per-view. First time ever Best Arena show in Xpro. We've been in the Buff Arena for a hot minute, but tomorrow it's all about setting the stage. Can Danny Ellis, can a GSWA graduate come in match one? We ain't seen King in the ring yet here in X-Pro, right? Can he take down the big boy? Can he do it? I don't know. I can't wait to find out, though, because that is one match, like, everybody's going to remember the finish. Like, it's 1 minute, 2 minute, 20 minutes, we don't know. But all we know is that the finish is going to be something to talk about. And then obviously we're going to play off some of the Rumble results, right? You're going to see Tyler Best versus Noah Hansen in singles action. You get Leroy Brown because of his great match that he had with Patty, right, on BTV. We're going to get to see him. He's going to get a Valor Championship match against SJW. We got Kerry as a referee. Another Rumble thing that happened where SJW went Carrie's sister hardcore in the match, which was amazing. And then we got some people that weren't in the Rumble. They'll get some shine. They'll get in the ring. We got Galata versus Boswell, Axis 8-Bit against the Isle. And then we got a 6-man, big one there, 8 squared against the MOC, the Masters of Carnage. So we get to see Trent, Overkill, and Lila in action against Lobo, Lena, and Charlie. And then, like I said, it's all about the main event, though. It really is. Leon King versus Danny Ellis. But we're going to start hot and heavy with Tyler and Best and Noah Hansen, which is a thing in character and out of character. I can't wait to see how that plays out, because Tyler eliminated Noah really, really quick. And then we're going to end it with a GSW graduate trying to dethrone the fucking monster that is Danny Ellis. So, yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow night. But before we get there, obviously today I'm excited to see what happens, because who's going to be the next, right, Leon King? Who's going to be the next Patty, right, O'Valley? And we haven't even seen all your guys yet, which, you know, we'll find out tomorrow night about Aftershock 51. We got another GSW graduate that will be debuting on Aftershock 51 or 52. So we'll be seeing your guys coming and going like pretty quick here, Sec. So I can't wait to see what happens today and who's those next 3 guys that potentially are going to graduate into Xpro and make the impact that we've seen from Patty already, and maybe even Leon tomorrow night.
Yeah, and that's a great segue. Obviously, first half of the roster, first 12, and this week obviously in half. Didn't have any draws or wins, so there's your wins. We kicked off the first week with our first 5-star match. Yeah, ready. Photo. And it really was a banger. You know, Dylan Hunt really was in control for most of that match, but Ren rallied late, dude. He came back strong and got the dub. So that was a really cool match to see. Obviously, the biggest pop for me was when Raven Graves, her match. I've got a little soft spot for her. Obviously, I don't expect you to remember names necessarily, but eye or any matches you particularly.
I tell you what, though, the main thing that stuck out for me was the approach you had last week, where it was mostly men versus women, right, in every match, versus just pairing the gents up with the female, or, you know, male versus male, female versus female. So I definitely wanted to ask you before we kicked off today, was what was your thinking behind that, and why do it that way? Because when I was watching at work. I wanted to make sure I tuned into my boys' first show, and I was listening 100% of the time, but visually I was in and out a little bit. But the way you called the action by yourself, the immersion really popped me through a lot of the matches. But the biggest question I had coming out of that, like, was, yeah, that one was good, because I do remember how I keep saying immersion, but you were really into her match. Like, you could tell you were rooting for her, right? So, like, I was invested just because of how much you were invested. But I guess my question would have been, like, the only thing I'd have for last week, because I think it was a great show, is why book it the way you did? Because that was unique, and I like that. I think it was a positive. Because, you know, in my world, I've never had a women's division, although there's a certain push happening in Xpro for one. We've never had, like, you know, the women have always competed against the men. Equal rights, motherfucker. Let's go, right? But yeah, I think it was a great show. But yeah, she definitely stuck out because of just how invested you sounded during her match, for sure.
I mean, she's going to be.
Zach, if you can hear me, I lost you, buddy. I'm sorry.
What's happening? Can you hear me?
There you
now?
go. There you go. Yep. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, that's.
You got a 97 red Yeti coming your way, sir. I got you.
Tell you what I'm going to do. Can you hear me now?
Yep. You're good.
But for some reason, I just keep cutting in and out on Discord, so I don't know what's going on there. We're gonna have to have a look at those guys in the production truck again.
Welcome, welcome to middle management, sir, and the problems that no one talks about when you're trying to do a live show, right? It's live. That's what the best part of it. It's not going to be polished, right? It's episode 2.
Yeah,
Even the monkeys in the fucking truck are trying to figure shit out too, right, sir? You're good, man. You're good.
man. It's gonna keep doing it, so I might leave the Discord and come back in a sec. But yeah, you just can't get the stuff around here.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, if you want to pivot before we start the first match, and I'm down. I can recoup my coffee. Shout out Lexi Gold, who's up early with us this morning over here in across the pond. Shout out Lexi, who this bald bitch will watch everything and anything. So I always appreciate her when she jumps on. But yeah, if you want to jump in and out real quick, or I can look at if you want to jump into a GSWA only channel, whatever you want to do, man. I'm down. I am here at your call. I am your employee today, sir.
Yeah, what we'll do is I'm going to run a quick intermission and just sort of reset the Discord a bit and make sure that you and I can hear each other, just so that there's I mean, I can hear you fine, but just to make sure I don't keep cutting out on you, because it's just going to be disruptive. So we're going to run a quick intermission, go and grab a drink, and then we'll get into the first match, and I'll get back to that question you asked about the lineup.
Ooh, good tease there. That's good radio right there. That's good tease there, sir. Good job.
If we make it through the rest of this stream without hiccups, then he's got it, dude. He's got a contract.
Love it. Booking on the fire. I love it.
100%. Let's get the league table back. So yeah, in answer to your question, I would love to take credit for the way the matches came out. What I did was I got the machine to schedule my first 10 weeks based on the league. I looked at the first week and I saw that, yeah, there was a lot. I think 5 out of the 6 matches were mixed gender. And I chewed on that for a minute and I thought, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's this is the Gold Standard Wrestling Academy, and they're gonna have to face each other at some point. So let's start out with let's make the women fight the men. Yeah, I think all the matches played out all right. We got two females won last week, so it goes to show that it really doesn't matter. Gender is not an issue here. Equal rights, bitches, and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm glad you caught that. But like I said, I can't take all the credit for the scheduling.
Hey, the machine is a great tool. I leaned into it that the last year in HOW. I never let it filter into role plays and results, right? But it was a thing that I knew was going to be a tool to be used, and it really helped me. And I obviously continue to use it in Xpro. We referenced it to it as the machine. So I love that you use it for the scheduling. That probably saved you a shitload of time and any confusion. All good in the hood with me, man. So it's kind of cool that it did play out that way, and we'll see how it goes today. But yeah, that was very interesting to see that play out, because again, you never know, right? Like if you're watching real wrestling, people would be losing their minds about your girl coming back, right? So like that's a positive, no doubts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would just be a headache for me to try and remember who's wrestled who. So I'll just after those 10 weeks of scheduling, I throw the table into the machine, and then it'll generate the next lot of matches for me. So saves me a lot of having to go back. With that said, the night. So, am I still coming through okay for you?
Yeah, you're all right. A quick moment. Stevens, you can eat a dick. Stevens is trying to bully his way on. It's your show, sir. You make the call there. But Stevens, you just sit there and eat your Lucky Charms, and make sure you change your diaper. You'll be okay, sir. Appreciate you tuning in, though.
Yeah, we have enough communication problems going on right now without bringing him in the channel.
Yeah, I might get kicked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might get booted here soon. You know what I mean? Because I'm dragging down bandwidth here. I talk too much. So if you got to boot me. You got to boot me too. You got to fire everybody to keep the show rolling. The show must go on, sir. The show must go on.
Well, here's the thing. Even when you can't hear me, the stream can hear me.
Perfect. That's all good then.
But it's you know, what we'll do is we'll see if there's time at the end. We'll bring Stevens in and get his 2 pennies worth. Yeah, first match of the night. Not even had a match yet. So for Jordan Vale versus Theo Bennett. Vale is one of the youngest wrestlers in the academy. Slightly bigger than Theo. Theo physicality coming into it, but obviously no stats on these guys, no previous matches. It's debut time for everyone this week again. So all we've got is that tail of the tape. I don't know whether you've got the stream up, Lee, and can see the tape right now.
Yes, sir. I am laser focused. I am enjoying sitting on this side of the table. I appreciate this. So yes, you do all the work. I will react.
Yeah, I mean, if I was putting odds on this match, I would put it at evens. Looking at these details that we have, I can't call this one. Who's your pick for this one, then?
I'm going Vale.
Yeah.
He's got a great last name. Our medical doctor over at Xpro. I'm going Jordan Vale, and I'm from Chicago, so Jordan it resonates with me real quickly. So I'm taking Jordan Vale here.
Love that. I love that there's an instant tie into Xpro already. We can make that work.
Yeah, right. He might be like part of the family over there. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. Right. Let's head to ringside then. See how this one plays out.
Love the ref info today too, by the way. Great job with the ref info. I love that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even introduce the new ref, Miss Potts. We'll talk about her after the match, but let's just say she was a former initiate who didn't quite make it, but for some reason the CEO liked the way she looked, so gave her a job as a referee.
Fight!
Let's go.
Oh, nice chop there by Bennett.
Every chop makes me nervous. Every chop makes me think of a fierce chop. Oh, nice arm break there. Jumping arm breaker there by the big man.
Pile driver early.
He's going for the quickness. Yeah. I love it.
Oh yeah, Bennett heard you choose Vale, and he's like, no, I'm not having any of this.
Well, I imagine these guys are wanting to impress quick, right? It's going to be a long road, right, or a long journey to get through the whole table. So the idea of ending matches quickly is probably on everybody's mind.
Absolutely. As I touched on last week as well, the coaches are watching the ringside. They will be giving a match eval afterwards. So it's not all about the wins and losses.
Give up?
They've got to be able to sell tickets and put asses in seats. So how they perform is just as important.
Nice back and forth, though. You called it. This is a straight-up pick-up right now. A lot of high energy here. A lot of whips. They're going. There's no downtime right now. I love this.
Yeah. No momentum either. It's just back and forth.
And like you said, with Vale, he's supposed to be the calm one. I ain't seeing that right now. I'm seeing him going for it right away. Right off the top.
I mean, if I didn't know any better, I'd say these guys had some beef outside the ring. I mean, not pulling punches. Figure of four.
Give up? Give up?
Come on! Oh, Potts. Potts needs to work on her shoulders, by the way. She needs to get in the gym with these guys.
Yeah, she does. I mean, one of them looks like it's hanging on by a thread.
Right, yeah, it's hanging on by one bit. There's no doubt.
It's going to fall off like that dude in Fallout.
Okay, first cover, all right.
Yeah, 5 minutes in, that was the first pinfall attempt. Let's see what Vale's got something going on here.
I'd be trying to rip that fucking man bun out, is what I would be doing. I'd be all over that fucking man bun. Donkey punch the fuck out of that.
Right there, would you, dude? I hate top nuts as much as the next guy. But
we're aligned. I like that.
It's allowed in the current uniform policy. So.
Yeah! Which, again, I think is a great call out by you. Everybody's standardized right now, right? Everybody's got all black gear for the most part. They got to work their way up. So I think that's a great thing that you're doing. And they got to earn even, literal stripes. They got to earn the right to have their... Oh, big tombstone there. Wow. Man, big move.
Boy, Vale's building. Got some momentum going. But yeah,
Hit
the,
'em.
One,
there we go.
2.
Oh, just the
Oh, damn.
two. Valley driver. Oh, knee, the neck breaker. Nice. Oh,
Ooh, that's nice code breaker there. Whatever you want to
One,
call that move now.
2.
yeah, it's like the Carlito. Was it backcracker? He used to always-
It was like, yeah, the backstabber, code
Yeah, that was it,
breaker.
backstabber.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all black attire for these guys until they get that third win under the belt. They don't get to add any.
A package
gold.
pile driver. Let's go. You got to cover him there. Got to follow up, sir.
Oh, he's not going for the ring out. He's following him out there.
Nice. Now we get to see the academy in all its glory. I like this. Oh, fold him up. Well, you got to do that in the ring, sir. That's inexperience right there. You can't be doing that big of a move outside unless you're trying to get a count up. But that's a move you got to follow with in the ring to get the pinfall.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, ring awareness. You know, they'll learn that on the job. What I will say, the condition of these two looks pretty good. A lot of the guys last week were sort of blowing up early, but these two don't even look to be breathing that hard yet.
They are trying to paralyze each other right now. That is what happened. Oh, low blow, a mule kick 10 minutes in. Now it's getting desperation time, possibly.
I don't think the sheriff would have let
One,
that fly, but
2.
Miss Potts doesn't have a set
Oh.
of testicles, so maybe she's letting
Oh.
it slide a bit.
I think it's just harder for her to use her shoulders. She might have a hard time getting down there to make it count.
I feel like the theme of this week is going to be Miss Potts' shoulders.
right.
Oh,
Oh, back.
oh, he just
Ooh.
broke his fucking fingers.
Yeah, that looked like it. That looked.
He's doing it
He's gonna
again.
do it again? Oh, smart strategy.
Oh, super kick.
Can't do a big move. You can't grab the motherfucker.
Approaching the third quarter of this match, 20-minute time limit. We might see our first draw here, dude.
I wonder if part of this too is they know the GOG
One,
of Xpro's
two,
on here looking at
three.
potential. Oh,
Bennett with the
in the
super kick.
flex, in the flex afterwards. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that was a contest of masculinity, and Bennett had to do the flex there. 88% from the coaching staff, 3.5-star match. I think that was a pretty.
I was sports entertained there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was nice. That was no filler, right? All killer. They did not stop. They were on it. What I like too is they were throwing everything at each other, and mule kick here and there. They were doing whatever they could, trying to break each other's wrists. I mean, you had a little bit of everything in that match. That's a great opening match.
Yeah, I think we're the contender for a run back when we do like a time. I think I like watching those two. I think Vale probably needs to go and reflect, but he wrestled a good match, and I can see him having a good season.
I'm disappointed Man Bun won. Theo Bennett did look good, though. He earned that win, no doubt. That's one of those guys that just by default, I'm rooting against him, but he's getting a reaction, and that's what you want. Good or bad, you want reactions when you're first starting out. That's the name of this game, right? Is getting reactions in the game. So kudos to Theo on the dub. Vale had me rooting for him from the jump, and then obviously I was rooting against Theo. The whole time and rooting for Jordan. So yeah, I was emotionally invested. And that's all you want. So kudos to both men.
Love to hear it. Let's get the card up for the next match.
Yeah, and now I'm down money. While you're setting up that match, now I'm down money. See, now Jordan Vale has screwed me. I'm already down with my picks. My first pick as a color commentator, and I'm 0 for 1. So now do I go reverse psychology? You know this as a gambler. You fucking Scousers and you Liverpool. You know this. Sometimes you got to say bad things, and hopefully it works out well for your team. Now I'm already second guessing myself in my picks because the next match I already knew who I was going to pick, and now I'm not sure.
Well, you know what they say? Curse of the comment.
Yeah. I get pissed at commentaries like, oh, this kicker is 29 out of 29 from 40 yards or in, and then he fucking hits the crossbar or misses it, right? Or
Yep.
oh, hey, last minute goal. Surely that's it. We only got 4 minutes left in stoppage time. Surely they got the 3 points now. Oh, fuck. He just red card. What the fuck? It happens all the time when I'm watching a game that I'm rooting for, either with my heart or my wallet, every single time. So hopefully I'm not that guy today for the guys that I'm picking. If I am, I'm apologize in advance because the next match I was the one match that stood out on the card for me was this next one because of the name. So like I'm already nervous.
Go on.
Second guessing myself.
Talk. Kagawa.
Look, I would just call. See, now it's going in and out on us. See, you might have to boot me.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to boot me. I might have to get booted.
It's all good, dude. You can hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. So we got, like I said, we got Luke Cannon versus match. So yeah, talk us through your thoughts.
So for me, I'm going Luke Cannon. The son of of me is his name is Luke, so I'm going Luke Cannon. Cannon is a specific last name that takes me back to my very first e-fedding roots in e-fed. Back when I was with Geo and Neo in Narcotic, way back before HOW. So it's not only got my son's first name, but the Cannon is tied to an e-fed character way back in the day. So I am all in on Luke Cannon winning. He's supposed to be the big boy. He's supposed to be the physical benchmark, I believe, is the term you use for him.
Yep.
So it's Cannon's power or Haruto's efficiency. Like I remember you saying that, but I'm all in on Luke here. I'm all in, and this might ruin the rest of my morning if he doesn't get the dub here.
Well, you're such a professional, dude. You've actually prepped for this show by reading the preview. I love that.
Hey man, when I say like I will say this, I'm one of those guys, and people have talked shit about me for many years, good or bad. I'm sure you've had your moments with me as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've all been, you love your family, but you fight with your family, right? It doesn't mean
100%.
you're not going to get along, but it happens, right? My thing is, a lot of people, when I'm in, I'm in. If you're with me, I'm going all in. And like some people look at someone's cup and they say, hey, it's half full. I need to pour him more. And other people will look in someone's cup and be like, hey, how come he has more than me? I've always been the guy like, what do you need to fill your cup up? What can I do to help you out? And if it's me just reading a simple news post that you sent to me to post and make sure I got some notes for myself, because if I give you feedback, I can't be a fucking hypocrite and not be prepared either. I told you maybe you have some notes for the guys. I got some of my own notes. So hopefully I bring a little bit of value to today. But yeah, when I'm in, I'm all in, man.
Yeah, and I do appreciate the constructive feedback you gave me. You know, it was a great mix of positive feedback, but also some stuff I can use moving forward. Obviously, you mentioned about bringing a bit more flavor to the referees. I've started doing that. But yeah, it's all good stuff, man. And I've always welcomed feedback. So yeah,
It's valued, right? You want to know, it lets you know you've been seen, right? You're putting stuff out there. You want all your hard work to at least acknowledge something like Roman, right? Just acknowledge, and not
yeah,
hey,
exactly.
Sec,
Yeah.
I watched your show. I seen it. That means the world to me, good or bad. At least you watched it or you peeped it
Yeah.
out. That's big for me.
Yeah, 100%. Because, like, I mean, I did say that even if I'm the only, if I'm doing this to entertain myself, I'm happy. But it adds that extra layer when you know that at least a couple other people are watching. I know Jack gave me some feedback. JD did. You did. So yeah, I mean, I'm already on cloud nine with this project. So
Awesome.
and it's great. It's again, what a happy coincidence that the name Luke Cannon resonates with you.
Instantly.
I didn't even click that. Obviously, he shares the same name as you. But that's really Luke Cannon as well is the brother of Jack Cannon, who we saw already win last week. Interesting dynamic with these two is that Jack, being the younger brother, always felt like he's been in the shadow of Luke, and he started his season off with a big win. So let's see if Big Brother can do it this week.
Yeah, you want that. You can't have one brother win and the other one lose. There's gonna be a lot of shit talking in the crib if that happens.
Yeah, and obviously, I said as well further down the line, these guys are going to have to get some experience with tag team wrestling, and obvious tag team is to put the brothers together, right?
Absolutely. And if one's doing better than the other, you're automatically starting to get a little Marty and Sean thing going. That could be a thing real quick. They could tag, and then if they're tagging with any kind of animosity, right, you're in trouble. So I am hopeful that the brothers, are level. They each get their own little. As a team, you're invested in both. They're level playing field, if you will. But Luke does look like the big boy, right? He's got the nice singlet on. As everybody's going to be peeping out, he looks like a mauler. He looks like he's powerful. But man, it just makes me nervous that I'm this invested in him already. Like I can't be disappointed this earlier. There's gonna be extra Baileys in my '97 red Yeti. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be rooting right alongside you for him. Now that you've added that context, let's hope that America prevails over Japan.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's
the
fire.
sheriff's on the ring. We get the sheriff on this call, huh? I love it.
Oh yeah, we're bringing the sheriff out for this one. Obviously, they call him the sheriff because he takes no shit. He's the out of the two referees we have so far, he is the let's say the most enforceful, the most authoritative. He won't take any bullshit. He's a slower counter than Potts, but he will DQ a lot quicker. So these boys need to behave.
Love it. I love it. I love that there's differences with your refs already too.
Yeah, I mean that's something that you've done recently, right? You've kind of, I mean, you've got like 4 or 5 referees, and each one of them is got their own character, and like you said, it just adds another layer to the show. So,
yep,
yeah, definitely piggybacking off that idea.
Awesome, love it.
Right, let's head to the ring then. Come on, Luke.
This is like watching your team, right?
Yeah.
You remember Neo and Geo? You remember those guys? That's way back in the day. But yeah,
rings a bell.
Yeah.
Oh, the second Japanese guy in a row to break the rules and his own music. You have to talk to the Japanese guys, dude.
Lost in translation, maybe.
Yep. That's a good point. They probably don't speak English. Here you go.
Come on, Cannon. Come on, Luke.
Cannon.
He's agile for a powerhouse. He's got some. He did dodging pretty good early.
Oh, couldn't lift him.
They're not good for my power statement. Not good for the power statement when you can't do a suplex right away. Come on, Luke.
Another piece of trivia for you about Luke. He suffers from alopecia, like has no hair. That's why he wears the sweatband. Keep the sweat.
Got it. Love it. Another layer, adding depth to the characters. Always a good thing.
We do what we can. We do what we can. These are 8.
Come on, dude. Test of strength. We're supposed to overpower people, please.
That's what he's not looking good so far, dude.
No. Deflated already. Getting deflated. He's just getting hammered right now.
Kagawa is aggressive.
Give up.
Come on, Luke. Get him.
Oof.
Dodged him.
I think he took everything I said personally, right? Give up. Dude,
I think you just put too much pressure on him. I
did. Yeah. Haruto's just fucking. He was pissed about it. He didn't like the commentary leading up to the match, so he's out to show proving it right away. There you go. Nice swinging that breaker.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, and he's lost the momentum. Oh no! Nice elbow drop. Following it up.
Man, yeah. I am impressed. I am impressed by Haruto. He's doing well here, sir. He is.
He could be the second Japanese guy to get over here. I mean, oh, nice belly to belly.
Yeah. Gotta follow it up. Oh, armbar! Give up. Nowhere near the rope. I don't think he get to the ropes either. He couldn't have got to the ropes.
Oh,
nice chain wrestling here.
He got out of it.
Ooh, beautiful drop kick. Beautiful drop kick. Tell you what, for being efficient, he's got the power as well here.
Yep. I think he's looking like around it.
Yeah, no doubt there. He's definitely showing more than what his scouting report said.
Oh, Boston
Give up.
Crab.
Give up.
Never a good sign.
Give up.
Now I'm worried about Luke's
Give
stamina
up.
here. Like, he's got several big moves been hit, several submissions. Which ones, there's any potential for a match ending here 7 minutes in, you know? Big clothesline, though.
Give up.
Okay, Luke. All right,
Give up.
well, okay.
Some extra level.
They both gassing now a little bit.
Yeah. Not even at the halfway point yet.
That's when you're
Building.
going 100 miles an hour. Oh, nice!
One.
That's got to be it.
Two.
Come on!
Splitting hairs with that. If that was Potts, he would have got that.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Oh, finisher.
That's it. Cover him. Hook in the
One,
leg.
Two.
Oh, you gotta hook the leg. You gotta hook the leg. Inexperience right there.
Give up.
And if Potts was on the
Give
court,
up.
he'd have had this match.
Give up.
Oh my God! Get the foot on
He's
the
hanging
ropes,
on, he's
man.
hanging on. Beautiful belly to belly.
Yeah. He's got some good power.
Yeah.
Going right back
Give
to the
up.
armbar. It's just a matter of
up.
time, I feel now.
I mean, he's got some big shoulders on him. I don't know how much more he can take with them arm bars. Oh, here we go. Oh!
Big. Oh, what was that?
I have no
One,
idea.
Hook the
but
leg that
Two.
time. Hook the leg that time. Oh, man. Come on.
One.
Nice.
Two. Three.
He got it!
I didn't want to react.
We did it! Luke Cannon.
I had to be quiet there. Every time I said something, they were kicking out at 2.9. I had to be quiet there. Big win there by Luke.
That was another similar situation to the Ren Fujimoto match last week, where Dylan Hart was in control for most of it, but Luke in this one, Kagawa was in the driving seat for a lot of that match, but Cannon rallied late, got the win. Both
That was
brothers,
awesome. That was a great match.
yeah, both brothers with the 6 points there to kick off their season. Not sure I agree with the judges' scorecards there. It's only got a 2.5-star rating. I definitely thought this match was more entertaining, but hey, who am I to say?
Yeah, that's where the old opinions, right? Everybody's got one, and you're at the mercy of the judges there. The old 0.25 dilemma, right? So
exactly.
I would have put that one at least 3.5, at least for me.
Yeah, it was on par with the last match at least.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, it's I enjoyed that one though. I think having that bit of flavor into Luke Cannon's character definitely contributed to my emotional investment in that match.
There you go. That's all you want, right? The emotions, like we talked about. That's what you need, and that helps with even like a regular match. Think of like Hogan Rock, right? They did right. They barely did 3 or 4 different moves, but that was probably one of the biggest crowd reactions of all time at WrestleMania, right? It's not about the moves. If you're emotionally invested, it's always going to be a better match versus you have a great 5-star banger, if you will, that stupid shit, and if the crowd's dead, it comes off lame. So,
I mean,
good stuff.
The key to being a great wrestler is psychology, right? It's getting the crowd in the palm of your hand.
No doubt.
So yeah, this third match of the night. Now, I have a feeling that I know who you're going to be rooting for in this match, as we have big Reggie Stone taking on Sammy Sterling, UK guy. I mean, Reggie is the oldest wrestler in the academy at 29 years old. He's also the biggest, 321 pounds, 6'2". Talk to me about this one, Lee.
Yeah, so I think for this one, it's a matter of how long this match is going to go. The longer it goes, it's got to favor Sammy here.
Yeah.
And if Sterling's going to be bouncing around and keep it, I would try to wear out Reggie, right? I'd be running all over the goddamn ring trying to wear out the big man, make him chase you a little bit. Otherwise, I think it's all Reggie all day, right? So I personally, and I might flip you on this one. I can never root for Sterling because of Manchester City. Sorry. So I am going Reggie Stone and praying that the big man gets the dub here and ends it quickly.
I'm right there with you, dude. Sterling fucked Liverpool when he left and went to City, so I am right there with you.
All right, there we go. We're aligned.
But what we've got is a classic power versus technician. And if the technician does his job properly and, like you say, controls the tempo of that match, then Reggie could have a hard night. But looking at the sheer size of Reggie, I wouldn't want to be Sammy Sterling right now.
No, I wouldn't either. And if his finisher is the Razor's Edge, right? The crucifix bomb, right? I believe that is. Yeah, if you when you have your arms extended, he's going to be basically 7 feet off the ground, maybe even 8 foot with arms extended, right? I don't know his wingspan, but if that man gets that move and gets Sammy that high up in the air and brings him down with his power and all his weight behind it, that should be it. That should be it. So the key for me is get his hands on Sammy, get his hands on him early, wear him down a little bit, use his weight, and then hit that finisher and let's go home.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I'd do it. Who should we put on the call for this one? You want Potts or Sheriff?
I'm good with either one. Let's go Sheriff, though. You got the Sheriff loaded already. Let's go Sheriff. Let's see if we can get a no bullshit. We got Meaty Man versus... let's get the Sheriff on this call.
Absolutely. Let's go to the ring then. Reggie Stone versus Sammy Sterling. Let's see if we can do a bit of camera work on this. Let's see if we can do that.
That is definitely one thing you want to test out and play with as you're going, because I've learned the hard way it can really get away from you, and always have a default camera on the ready. I learned that after a minute. When you lose it, it's easy to get it back by going back to default. So I'm ready for it. You got some great graphics too in this academy, so like you should try to show it off. Like TVs are amazing what you did with those.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Sammy's starting off hot.
Let's have a look.
There you go. He's got the
monitors there in the background.
Yeah, I can. The logic, the parameters for these guys. I love it. Oh, there you go, big man. Pressing them early.
Oof.
Not just once, but a couple times. Let's go. He's got a little Keith Lee in him. Look, going.
You called it, dude.
Yeah? Is that him, the bass?
Yeah, that's the bass.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking
hey, just FYI, the match is not showing on stream. You got the tail tape still up.
Production.
You're
guys.
good. Good call out, Lexi. Lexi's quality control this morning. She called it out. Kudos to her.
Thank you, Lexi. Maybe we throw her in the production truck.
We might need to. That bald bitch needs something to do. We'll get her going.
See, this is what I didn't have last week. I didn't have anyone tell me when things were
right. But you're good. Only missed 2 minutes of action. Basically, it was back and forth. Sammy he's trying to work. He's doing a good job trying to keep the big man off his feet. Because if he can do that, there's no way he can lift him up. But we did see the power from Reggie early in the first. Oh no! That's some strength right there. Sammy showing off the leg strength there. Oof. Big uppercut there to take the big man.
Give up.
Oh god, he's got some power to pick Reggie up like that. Let's see now, working on the leg. That was smart.
You have a weight. That's one thing you might want to peep out too, is the weight the detection in the mod. That is a real thing. Like there's some guys that like they can lift more. Oh, big suplex out of the ring.
Out again.
Let's go.
See, I like that. Reggie throwing him straight back in. He wants it one in the ring, but throws him out again.
Now he's playing with his food. Playing with his food.
Oh, Sammy there. See, smart from Sammy. Just keep wearing him down. Tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're making him climb in and out of the ring constantly, right? That's gonna wear the guy down.
He's got a lot of weight on those knees.
Yeah, those better be some big old. He might need a knee brace versus
Oh,
knee pad.
Sammy busted open.
Busted open. Oh
Give up.
no!
God,
Oh,
he's
no.
a fucking sleeper.
No! No! There you go. Come on, Reggie.
Let's get a close up.
There you go. Even better. Love that. Love that view right there.
Oh,
1,
Oh! Hook the
2.
leg!
oof. Thought
Oh,
that
you
was it.
gotta
right
hook
there.
the leg, guys.
Yeah. Coaches are gonna have to speak to him on this big power bomb. Reggie's just
clothesline.
destroying him now.
Nah, he's following up. That's the key. You got. Uh-oh. Never mind.
1.
Spoke too soon. Fuck.
I don't think Sammy's ever bled before. This is a new experience for him right now.
And you don't know how people are gonna react when that happens, right? They're gonna either like nut up and like fuck this shit, like it empowers them up,
Yep.
or they get a little scary, nervous about it, and it
Give
might
up.
hinder their abilities. But
Give
it
up.
looks like the latter for it. I mean, it looks like he's into it.
Yeah.
Hit another
mean,
gear.
We spoke about it last week, you know, match fitness is going to be an issue early on in the season. And, you know, the more blood they lose, the less oxygen they're going to have running around their body.
Give up. Give up.
Making Reggie run the ropes. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. Even if he ate a shoulder tackle there, it was smart making him run it.
Give up.
I didn't think we were going to
Give
make
up.
it to the half point in this match, but we're at the 10-minute mark right now. Sammy hanging
Guy-
in there.
It speaks more to Sammy than to any.
Yep.
Oh, here we go! Finish him!
Oh, that's
Break.
Oh,
too
oh
close to the
ring,
ropes.
ring awareness. You can't do that right there on the ropes.
The damage might have been done though late.
Yep.
5-star
Oh my.
frog splash, the big man going up top.
1,
He
2.
broke a couple ribs. I'm gonna need a medical report after this one. I'm just saying.
Oh,
We could have had a George Stevens moment there.
come on, Sammy, not like this. Get back in the ring. Here he comes. Oh,
Not stalling suplex, beautiful.
it's not going to help. with the
Showing that he's
loss.
still got power, right? He's still showing that he's got power this late in the match.
Reggie's looking good. He's not breathing yet.
That's what I mean. The fact that you can hit a big stalling suplex 12 minutes in after the damage he's been taking.
Reggie might be the monster of this this program.
No doubts.
Big belly to belly again. Come on, Reggie, can you finish it? Oh, couldn't lift him.
Reversed into a DDT. Nice.
Here we go.
Finish him here.
Gotta be it. Gotta be it.
1,
Hook the leg.
2.
Hook the leg. He did it.
Oh my god.
2.9.
Yeah.
2.9.
You've called it every time. Well, what's Reggie trying something, but Sterling still fighting.
Oh my
1,
goodness. The power. His
2.
arm is under the rope, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it though. A lot of massive humanity there.
1,
They're basically out the
2,
ring.
3.
Oh,
And
Reggie
he
with
gets.
the big
Oh
win.
my. Oh, Sammy's gonna have something to say about that
I think so.
pinfall.
He's gonna have some questions to the referee.
That's a vital 3 points he just lost. That I've seen that before, but I mean, I don't know if the sheriff could see that part. He wasn't in the greatest position, and just like the wrestlers, this might be a sheriff is the sheriff, no bullshit, but he might have some inexperience too, and that kind of led to the finish there.
We're gonna have to look at the replay at some point. Maybe his foot was under the ropes but not touching the ropes. Who knows? But yeah, they basically looked like they were outside of the ring almost at that point. But Reggie got the win. It's in the books. He's got his first 3 points on the board. Looked dangerous. He made an absolute mess of Sammy's good looks right there. But Sammy did well. He fought hard. He showed a lot of heart. So big things for him to come ahead, I think. And I think he'll be glad he's gotten Reggie out of the way.
Yeah, I think this is like one of those things where you survived, now move on, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think Reggie could be the one to beat, but we'll know more as the weeks go by. But yeah, Reggie looking dominant.
Reggie, right off the top, he won me over. And then Sammy, I was rooting against him, but he showed he could toss around a big man with ease there. So he's got some power that we just weren't seeing or was on my radar. So kudos to Sammy Sterling. Even in an L, it's one of those situations where he didn't go over, but he got over. So kudos to him as well.
Absolutely. So we're about the halfway point. I don't know whether you need a quick bathroom break or anything, or whether you want to just keep going.
Keep going, baby. If you're good, I'm good. I am your employee today, sir. You just point and I will shoot.
Let's do it.
I do know. I got another. I am a big fan of potentially in this match coming up. I am going to be rooting for a specific person, so I am already invested in some of these characters without even seeing them yet, just by the names and some of the notes that you sent over. So the fact that you got me immersed in this, and it helps me too because every single person that we're seeing last week and this week are potential X-Pro wrestlers. So Lexi Gold is one of the smartest people in the company right now. She woke up early and she's just watching, but she's probably taking notes as well because these are all potential opponents for her.
Absolutely. Or potential teammates, if Lexi ends
Correct,
up
yeah.
winning some matches, maybe she gets signed up to the GSWA banner. You never know. But to have Lexi on, thank you.
All right. We're getting Miss Potts on this one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I think we need Potts on the call. The sheriff's just done two. Some dubious decisions at the end there as well. So we'll see if see what Potts has got. That's the counter.
Imagine the sheriff's getting talked to right now, or they're looking at videotape in the back anyway. So he probably wouldn't be available anyway.
All right, let's just say there's a disheveled looking guy who was dragged in off the street, stood next to the sheriff in the back room there, getting chewed out by someone. I don't know. I can hear it in the background, but I'm focused on comedy.
I appreciate the context there because that's probably happening.
So yeah, fourth month. Our Italian, not quite stallion. He's not the biggest dude, so we'll say maybe Italian Shetland pony or something.
Axis of 8, they're gonna have their eyes on him. They got the old German, Italy, they're going to be looking at him in Japan. So, like, the Axis of 8-bit, I guarantee got their eyes on Matteo here. So, we all know a certain marvelous Italian that's out there, too, that is always lurking in the background. So, Matteo's going to have some eyes on him, no doubt, over in X-Pro land.
Yeah. So, yeah, go on. Give me your thoughts on this one, then.
I think for me, it's going to be. I'm rooting for Owen here. I think Owen just looks the part. He looks like he's a potential like a Drew McIntyre type guy that has the looks. He's got the future, if you will. He has the looks that you would want to market. He's a guy that I would want to put on some graphics. Matteo, obviously you don't want to discount anyone because you haven't seen it anything, but if I'm doing anything, I'm rooting for Owen Blake here. I feel like he's got the look. Does he have the moves and whatnot? We'll find out, but I'm definitely behind Owen Blake here.
I will say about Matteo that he is the only one on the list whose style is classified as unorthodox, and we don't know what that means. Essentially, he has a very unique approach in his matches, so that might be interesting to watch. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, Owen Blake, I agree. He definitely has a good look about him. Definitely early signs of being marketable, but unless he can get the job done in the ring, you know.
Yeah, you can't market shit, right? You can't, you can't, you can it all. The results will drive everything, but if he can get some results, and there's going to be a groundswell in the boardroom and upwards of getting behind this guy. So he might have a little more pressure, hearing that. So I'm interested to see how he plays. Actually, I'll be honest, like when I have pressure, you're going to turn into coal or a diamond, right? The more pressure you got. So let's see how he handles it.
Absolutely. I mean, we thought that maybe Luke was crumbling under that pressure of living up to your expectations and also, competing with his brother there, getting the win in the first week. But he found a way to win. So let's see what Blake's made of. And get to the ring. And if you're happy, sir, I'm going to let you call the first couple of minutes of this match solo while I run to the bathroom.
Yeah. Bio break for the boss. I love it. Let's go.
Bio break. I will leave you in the safe hands of the expert himself, Lee Best, and I will be back in just a moment.
Here we go.
Back in the feed, we are at ringside, so let's go.
Please hit.
Ribbons, do you like?
Shoulder shrugs. Let's get a couple 10-pound weights. Some shrugs. I know you're a youngin'. Let's get those arms. Get them going. Got a lot of 3 counts in the future. Need you to get ready for it. You know? It was like a gap. There. All right, let's see it. Well, while he's at the bio break, we're checking out the arena floor. We got some blood. Caps are looking good. There's 4 of them. Some gold trim. See the little Hot TV logo on the thing. It's looking marvelous on the old ring apron, and the little the pattern looks good. The black contracts very well with the white stone. And to answer your question earlier, Lexi, as we wait for the new guy in the truck to fix the camera angle. The extra rings.
Fucking knew it. Camera problems.
Hey, I did good vamping there. But to answer your question, Lexi, this is like the academy for NXT, right? So all those rings are training rings. So this is the main ring where they're going to compete. But when they're not having an event, that's where everybody's at practicing and working on their stuff. So, but yeah, sounds like we might have fired another guy in the production truck, but we're back in the ring. We only missed about 2 minutes back from there.
Absolutely. I come back and the camera guy's just aiming the camera at the fucking wall. So
I thought you were trolling me, dude. I thought you were just fucking with me. Like, here, Lee, safe hands, call this action. And I'm like, there's 4 ring steps. There's a black mat, little blood on it. I'm like, you dick.
No, I'm telling no lie here. I came back in the arena and the camera is having a cigarette. Not even aiming the camera at the ring, so he's gone.
He heard break. He's like one of my workers. He heard break and he took it. He just ran with it. It took a 15-minute break. He thought everybody got a break there. So
what I will say is that this is a great day to be a homeless person, because we have got a lot of employed hobos.
Yeah, if you can ask for money, you can count to 3, right? We'll put you to work. Okay, Owen, let's go.
Opportunity here at the gold standard. Alright, how we doing? How we doing?
We're doing good now. We got Owen, but Matteo is showing his creativity here. That's a beautiful drop kick there. Now we just need Owen. Owen needs to keep him grounded. He needs to keep his hands on this guy. This guy's definitely, Matteo's going to be, you can tell he's a bouncy guy. He's ducking and dodging. That's basically what the orthodox style is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice!
Signature finisher right here.
Man, kudos to Matteo getting out of that.
Yeah, he's just a slippery one. 5-star.
Big man up top.
2.
Big man on top. Your big men down here are probably working on a lot more aerial moves than I would expect. You've seen that from Keith Lee. You saw that from Reggie earlier as well.
Athletic, dude. We're all athletic.
Love it. Nice drop toe hold there.
Looks
Like
like
L for the monkeys in the truck. L for the monkeys in the truck. Quote from Lexi Gold. Big uppercut. Come on, Owen.
Matteo. Oh, he's going for the tombstone.
Nailed it. Jumping tombstone.
1,
On top of that, you gotta hook the leg, guys. You gotta hook the leg after these big moves.
Absolutely. I mean, hopefully they listen to you. I'm sure the coaching staff will be including this in their feedback. Oh, nice kick to the chin. Going up top. He's waiting for it. What's he waiting for? Crossbody.
1, 2.
Ooh, I thought that was it. That was it. I thought that was it.
See what I mean? She's a faster counter than the old sheriff there, dude.
She's got less arms to whip through the air. You know what I mean? She gets through it quicker. She's very aerodynamic with her shoulders.
Indeed.
She's young. Like I was saying when you're gone, She needs to get a couple 10-pound dumbbells and do some shoulder shrugs. She's got a lot of 3 counts in her future.
I think she just can't be bothered shaving her armpits, so she just doesn't have any.
That could be it too. That could be it. No
He
kink
gets
shaming
out of
here.
the suplex. Theo, nice corkscrew head. Like straight back on the aggressive here.
I hate the dragging back to the center. I hate that with everything about this game. I hate
Yeah.
that fucking shit. But it makes sense, right? It does make sense. You got
you
to drag them away from the rope so you can cover them and not get a. There it is. Oh, you heard me. It makes
Tombstone
sense.
again. How many more of these drops on the head can Owen Blake take? He takes another one.
I didn't think any of that. Oh, beautiful move by Matteo there.
3.
Matteo.
And that was it. Wow.
Here we go. 12 minutes. This is what I said about Matteo. He's unorthodox. He's got so many surprises in his arsenal.
Big move there. Matteo gets the 1, 2, 3. Owen Blake's going to be joining the 3-man band here after this match. Damn it. Rooting for you, Owen. But hey, it's only week 1. You got a lot of time left. So hopefully he watches the tape back and takes some stuff from heart. But yeah, I think Matteo here is the big one. And I love the match eval from the judges there.
97. Yeah, I think a lot of that. I mean, it was a good back and forth match. Owen Blake got a lot of offense in, but I think it was more the entertainment side from the sort of moves that were coming out of Matteo that might have bumped that up right there.
100%. And one thing I have learned is the arena matters. Different arenas score better with different styles. So like here in the training center, that's probably what the judges are looking for. Like they know everybody can throw a punch. They know everybody can kick, right? What other moves do you have in your repertoire? And, we don't want, no flips, no, all that stuff. But like, I think he showed in the different moves than we've seen so far tonight. And that probably resonated real big with to get to a 97% with the judges.
Yeah, and winning it with his finishing move, the Forza flip, which is that kind of somersault reverse DDT that he did at the end there. Beautifully done. It's always nice to see them get to use their finisher and pick up the win with it.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me. And that's one thing I learned early when setting up the game, too, is like the skill set and all that, special skills. Everybody starts with finisher because I want to me, wrestling, the finisher should be protected, right? We can all talk about, super kicks and DDTs been bastardized and all that. But when you have a finisher and you can protect it and it means something, that's how people attach it. When they see you do that move, they're going to pop now, right? That's it. That's the finish. So, like, him to get his win with a finisher and a very special looking finisher in terms of what the rest of the roster is doing, that goes well for Matteo. I'm sure Alex Toshi and Axe of 8-Bit got their eyes on this guy.
I mean, that's what this is all about, I mean, whether they graduate or not, someone might pick them up at the end of the season if they like what they're seeing.
Absolutely. And again, I'm disappointed in Owen Blake, but I understand he's a young boy and he's got some time to go, but he's got the look. He just needs some further training, and I just think he got caught off guard by how quick and, to your point, unorthodox Matteo was. He couldn't keep up with him. He didn't know how to counter some of these moves. He clearly had the size advantage. He's got the power advantage, but Matteo worked around it. He knew what he was doing, and you could tell he had a better game plan, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make, versus Owen.
Yeah, he showed a lot of intelligence in that match. He was hard to get hold of. He used a lot of really clever reversals, and like you said, he didn't let the guy's size put him off. He knew what he was doing, getting in the ring. He stuck to the plan, and he did it. He got it done, and that's what we looked for. Week 1 as well, he looked really impressive. He looked like someone that's going to be interesting to watch moving forward.
Absolutely.
So our penultimate match of the day, we've got Cole Matthews versus Blake Donnovan. Blake, the bigger guy, but again, as we've seen tonight, doesn't really matter. So, what you got for this match, Lee?
I think for me, it's clearly from the notes you were giving me, and I had this one pegged as Blake. I had Blake as my favorite on this one. I think from what we've seen, I haven't seen a quick match per se in GSWA yet. I haven't seen anything really under 7 to 10 minutes, right? So I think the Matthews. It sounds like he only needs a small, like he can end it in any moment, right? So I think the longer this can go, the better for Blake. But I'm behind Blake Donnovan here. He's got too many N's in his name for me, right? I'm not gonna like that when I throw him into the machine. But I am clearly behind Blake Donnovan here. And Cole Matthews looks like a guy that would be a scrappy dude, right? He looks like he would be scrappy in a brawl, in that he can hit anything at any moment and end it. So if I was Blake Donnovan, and I am rooting for him, just keep him off his feet, grind that motherfucker into the canvas, and get the dub. And please hook the leg. That's all I ask here.
Hook the leg. Yeah, I mean, we might subtitle this episode "Hook the Leg."
Hook the leg, and get a training montage of Potts working on his shoulders. I want that, like Rocky music.
Yeah, we're getting Potts in the gym for the rest of the week.
I had to do the same thing with some of JD's characters, right? That's the same look that you saw with Danny Ellis and Bo. It's just I've got now about 10 months of just working on this type of shit, almost a year fully of, and I have a lot of stuff. So I have a little more resources than most. So again, if your cup's a little 3/4 full, hit me up. I will make sure I fill it up for you. But it's all that, and I love that though. That shows there's growth. You want to see growth. They shouldn't look like badasses right now. They shouldn't be all pumped up. Yeah, they're young and they're probably athletic looking. They all got their nice look to them, but they're still growing. They're still gonna be not only in the ring but physically and intelligently. Like there's a lot of growth for these guys. So I'm excited to see the journey for everyone, including the referees. Putting some personality on the refs is a huge deal, I feel like.
Yeah, great shout out. I mean, a lot of these guys look athletic, but they've got room to grow. And even Reggie, big guy, but clearly, overweight. So, is he going to tone up a little bit more?
Right.
We'll see.
He might lose weight, but lose fat, but he'll gain weight because he's gaining muscle, right? Like he just might. So like, yeah, I love seeing them at their starting point. Doesn't mean that's where they're gonna end. We all can improve somewhere, right? So like, I'm invested. So I do like seeing. Like I'm joking and giving her shit about Potts, but that's because it popped out and she doesn't look like a standard ref, and none of these guys look standard, which I appreciate because they all got their own feel to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, I wanted them to really start to give them qualities, which I love. Obviously, as the weeks go on, they'll be training in capabilities will get better, and the trainers will work to them on it with their strengths and weaknesses. So we may see guys who maybe early on in the season aren't doing so well, losing a lot of matches, but maybe when we get to the halfway point, they start winning. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out long term.
Yeah, and that's part of the journey. And if we get behind them at step one, we're going to be along for the journey. That means we'll be more invested, and the immersion will stay there no matter where they go.
All right. Before we head to the ring, I'm just checking. Yeah, the camera guy is aiming the camera where he should be. Monkeys in the truck. Yeah, we're good.
You set me up. That was a setup. That was a straight up setup. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to take a bio break. Here, Lee, can you just look at the concrete for me for a minute? Here you go. Thank you. That was
Dude,
a troll job.
I came back in the room and looked at my monitor. I was like, for fuck's sake. Hey,
all good. I love it. I love it.
All adds to the show, right? It's all entertainment.
Absolutely. WCW had Shockmaster. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be, you know what I mean? Look at AEW, their production. Like, why the fuck are you showing me the crash mat? Show a different angle. Like, there's gonna be growing pains with a new company, right? And Lexi's got a great question. I don't think you want to answer right now because we got to get in the ring. But one of her questions she just asked, what was the inspiration behind GSWA and why you started it? But I would say, like with any company, there's going to be growing pains, and I just think it adds to the value. Sometimes WWE is too polished. Like, people should struggle after 20 minutes to list somebody. Oh my God, he botched. That looks like shit. That looks real to me. You should be struggling that deep into a match. So I appreciate when there's some rough edges to everything.
Yeah, I mean, we can answer that real quick.
Okay.
I mean, the last week I kind of went through the kind of world building and lore behind GSWA, but essentially, obviously, it was founded by John Sector. Used to use it in my role plays. It was like a retirement plan idea where he wanted to apply the blueprint that he believed, would forge the next generation of basically John Sector's, the next generation of great technical wrestlers. And that's the kind of inspiration for this now. Is I've carried that on, and we talked about bringing some characters into Xpro. Well, let's simulate a league. Let's put the initiates through the paces and see who comes out on top. So that next year, 2027, we will see the creme de la creme of this year's initiates maybe come through the ranks.
No, it's great. I think that's a good call for anybody that missed the first show, and you even got more of a backstory there. And what I love too is we're aligned on the point system as well. It's the same point system I've always used in HOW. It's the Premier League, right? It's what we all know and love. So I love it, and the fact that you're gonna have people, get promoted. Do they get relegated? How many years can they be in GSWA and not get promoted? After a couple seasons, are they just released then? How long do you keep someone where they're just mid-table or lower table all the time? They might not be worth the time and the money to develop anymore. So you might see some of that too. So I think that's there's some pressure on the guys to move up the table and improve upon year after year. And this is the first year to set that baseline for everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely seeing at the end of the season that there'll be some playoffs to keep the position in the academy. So yeah,
Nice.
a lot of fun stuff further down the line. I've got plans for, potential tournaments, special events. So, it's not going to all be about the league. The league's obviously the kind of the spine of this whole promotion right now. But there's gonna be some more good stuff further down the line. So yeah, let's head to the ring. Penultimate match: Cole Matthews versus Blake Donnovan. Lee's picking Blake. Let's see how he does.
Hook the leg. Hook the motherfucking leg.
Hook the leg. Name of the show. I'm not sure.
Look at him. He's got room. He'll grow. He'll be all right.
I mean, did you see the AI picture of it?
I did. I think you will appreciate those as well.
Fight!
Come on now. Come on, Blake.
Oh, nice fight.
There you
carry.
Keep your hands on him. That's what he's got to do. Keep his
He's
hands
chasing
on him.
He's trying to get out. He's running away. Oh, nothing gives on the strength check there.
Cole's going to be looking for that small window, right? He's going to be looking. He's going to probably be assessing while he's even dancing and dodging here. He's trying to find that window to end it.
Yeah, he's going to wait for Blake to make a mistake, and then he's going to pounce on it.
Blake trying not to give him that, though. He is chasing him all over.
Give up!
Oh, nice submission there.
Yeah. That's what we got.
I like Blake's one of the few that's got a little bit of chest hair on him. He obviously hit puberty versus the rest of them, so I do appreciate that as well.
Yeah,
Calling that. It's the little things, man, in 8-bit action, right? Let's go, Lexi.
Something. It's a bit of man here.
Yeah, as I say, we got to market to everybody here, right? Like, he's got a little rock star look to him.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like he could be in an 80s band for me. A little Motley Crue action.
We got Miss Potts for the boys and Blake Donovan's chest hair for the girls.
Or for Hollywood, right? In Zion, who knows?
Yeah. Maybe he's paying homage to Bob Jarrett.
Trust me, he's been on my mind in the world. I haven't forgot about old Bob Jarrett. But man, he's chasing him. Blake is chasing him all over the ring. There's no doubts.
Yeah. Matthews just keeps kind of back
Give
stepping away, using that ring,
Give
using
up.
the size of the ring.
That was deep. That was a deep Boston crab there by old Cole there. That was
He had
deep.
it on for a minute.
Come on, man. Like hide and seek here. You're just running,
Yeah,
chasing that dude.
Dancing around each other. Nice back body drop. When he goes on the
Another
ring,
slam outside.
smart by Matthews, just taking a second just to catch his breath there as well.
Yeah, buy himself a little bit of time, right?
It's all about creating windows, you know. If he's struggling fitness-wise,
See, that time I don't think he wanted to hook the leg. That time it's just more of making the guy kick out, right? Make him expend a little more energy, cover him just to cover him, just to make him waste a little bit more.
yeah, I mean, he surely knew he wasn't getting the win. Like you say, just putting a cover, putting your weight on it, will make him use valuable stamina.
Absolutely. About to hit the 7-minute mark too here again. All these matches. Oh, don't do it! Don't
Give
do
up.
it! He's nowhere to go.
Give
He's
up.
got to power out of this. He's got to power out. Damn.
Getting that locked in tight. Big super kick from Matthews again. Leg drop.
Another one. Nice follow up there by Cole. Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
thought
had
that
him.
was it. Thought he had him as well.
That doesn't put for their counts, man.
Quick. Very aerodynamic.
Hip shoulders.
And everything. She
Again.
turned
One,
sideways. I can't see her.
two.
Another 2.9.
1, 2.
Yeah. Man, he ain't wasting no time now.
He just breathed
Fire. We
One,
saw the
two.
fireball. We saw a fireball. I have no idea how the judges are gonna react to that one, but it popped me.
You just don't know what's gonna happen in these matches.
Man, nice drop kick. I don't know how I didn't know when the fireball came into play with the trainees, but I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, be interesting to see whether that's gonna be picked up on or whether they're gonna let it slide.
Let's let it go. She let it go.
Break.
Nice pin there.
Again, maybe these guys are taking advantage of it not being the sheriff. You know?
That's a good call out too. Do they really? Yeah. What have you done that in front of the sheriff? Got a DQ. Who knows?
Oh, cradle, pile driver.
Oh, oof. Hooked the
One,
leg here. He did. He
two,
hooked the leg. That could be
three.
it. It is. Very
He
smart
listened.
move by
Listened to
Cole.
it.
Yep. That was the difference.
Really, hook the left. Theme of the show, dude. Hook the left.
And he got it right in the center on the logo. Cole Matthews with a big dub there over Blake. Our marketable big men are struggling a little bit here tonight. Cole looking really good with that dub.
Yeah, Donnovan didn't look too great out there. He got the occasional move in, but it was, from what I was seeing, it seemed to be all Matthews.
Yeah, that was dominant. I feel like that was like an 80-20 split right there. That was mostly Cole Matthews there. I think Blake's got to drop an N and kind of work on his stuff, but he's got the look. But it was clearly Cole's ahead of him in terms of his in-ring abilities right now and awareness too, because he made the big man chase him for the first third of the match. Then he really started going for pinfalls, and then he nailed that big move there on the center logo, and it was over. And I think to your point, he wasn't going necessarily for the win early, but he wore him down, and after almost 12 minutes, it paid off for him.
Yeah, exactly. And Cole Matthews, 11 minutes 20 seconds. I think in a couple of months, as he improves, he might be a good candidate to get the underwin for you.
Yeah, I think that's the key there. I think he was looking for the window, that he found it, and he executed it to perfection. I mean, shout out to Colt Matthews there. Good win by him.
Just gonna pull up the tape here real quick. Yeah, clutch driver. So he won it again with his finisher. So we're seeing
Nice.
those finishes really playing off for these guys.
Yeah, that's big, right? You're gonna identify these guys with their finishers, and if they can actually finish a match with said finisher, even better. They'll go a long way with not only marketing, but the fan base getting behind them. They'll be looking for it, and when they see it, everybody's gonna jump to their feet. They're going to see it. And then when eventually someone potentially maybe even kicks out of it, that's going to be a big deal because the finisher's over. And if you can get the finisher over, it's going to lead to a ton of emotional investment from fans of both guys, whoever's in the match.
Absolutely. Our final match, Deontay Reed taking on Aaliyah Brooks. Our only female to compete this week. She's the last female on the roster to compete. She's known for being a powerhouse, which is going to be interesting taking on Deontay because he's a big dude. Thoughts on this one, Lee?
Yeah, I think this is Reed. Reed's got more pressure than anybody here. Brooks is clearly the underdog here, but she's in the main event for a reason. People, the judges, you, the machine, thought worthy of this match to be the main event. I do think Deontay. I'm betting, which tells me when everybody picks one person, you should go against the public and take someone else. So everything on paper is saying Deontay Reed should win this match. So I'm going Aaliyah Brooks. I'm taking her. I'm going to hope that she makes this band run around and ends the match however it may end. I will go in a 13 to 15 minutes. I'm hoping to see here. And hopefully she does look like she's got some power though. She's built. Right, she looks like she can handle herself. A little Bianca Belair type action. Deontay Reed, clearly physically more imposing, but I'm behind Brooks here. I'm taking her for the dub.
Yeah, I mean, for me, bet with your head, not your heart, right?
Yep.
I'm struggling to not pick Deontay. I do think he'll win. I would be very happy to see Aaliyah. She's capable, definitely can. So it's going to be a really interesting way to finish off the night. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's check the production team are doing a job and the camera guy's doing his job. All right, let's head to the ring. We've got the sheriff on the call for the main event. Not really the main event because like we say, we don't know how these guys are going to perform. This is their debut match, but let's see if we're going to finish the show strong.
They have the opportunity. That's all you want as a competitor. Give me the opportunity. Grade me on. Give me the opportunity, and I'll do everything I can to capitalize on it. That's what you hope here.
Well, the thing is as well, because we've got the first set of match evals now from week 3 onwards, we're going to be able to really choose the position on the card based off those evaluations. So it's going to be useful data moving forward as we plan these shows.
Yeah, I love that too because the numbers don't lie. A 1's a 1 unless you fucking lie and make it a 2, right? Numbers don't lie. They're not the whole conversation, but they start the conversation, right? And you got to use that as data. Everything we do is data driven, right? There's a reason why even in EPL they wear the chips now, right? That's why you wear the man bros, right, to track their run, how much cut. Every sport has that now, and to use it here is very, very smart. Especially, imagine if we kept stats way back in the day on HOW episode 1. I would have loved that. I regret all of that. So the fact that you're doing that here on the very beginning of GSWA, kudos to you, sir.
That's it. I mean, you just got to use all the resources you've got. The game gives you, evaluation stars, and that's going to be useful. I mean, right now I know Ren Fujimoto, Matteo Ricci, those guys are main eventers at the moment because they've got the best match evaluations and the winners. So it's no brainer to use that data. Constantly reevaluate it. Those numbers start slipping and someone else's get better, then boom, they're in the main event.
Yeah, but look at Patty.
Yep.
Look how quickly Patty, a GSWA graduate, got over with just one match with Leroy Brown with a 5-star. And he lost. Nobody really talks about him losing that match.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
That's it. He lost. He didn't win the Rumble, but when he was in there, he looked great. And people,
Dude, he was beating the fuck out of people, dude. He was putting some haymakers. He was mashing people in that fucking match.
He's money, right? People want to pay to see Paddy because they don't care whether he wins or lose. They know they're getting an entertaining match.
Yeah, well, who's the MMA fighter, the UFC guy, Patty? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about?
Paddy Pimblett.
Like,
Paddy the
yes,
Yeah.
Everybody wants to watch him, win or lose.
Yeah.
He's just that guy. So absolutely. So here, these guys got the opportunity here in the main event. Let's see if they can back it up.
You and I are in sync as well, by the way, because the name was inspired by Paddy the Baddy.
Hey, we known each other a long time. We're in the same circle. I have a feeling the reason a lot of us have been together so long, we have similar mindsets. It's like even in the stuff we don't disagree, like we don't agree on, it's like minor stuff, like, right? And it's now in this world that we've built and this cross promotional stuff that we're doing, you might not like everything I do. I might not like everything you do, but you get to put your own flavor on it. But the base is the same. We all kind of have the same foundation of what we like to see in wrestling and whatnot. And everything is just opinions and what pops people. Like there's something for everybody, and we've seen it tonight on the show as well.
Great show so far. I feel like this has been better than last week already, both in terms of matches, having some to play off. This has been a lot of fun. Let's head to the ring for our final match, and then we'll talk a bit about the show before we end today, and do a bit of a preview on what's coming up next week. But let's go to the ring. You're rooting for Aaliyah, so am I. I think Deontay's going to win, but let's see how it goes.
First 5 minutes are key here for her.
Yeah,
she's got to survive.
She needs to use the power as much as she can. Whether it's going to work against this dude.
I don't know if you did this on purpose or the machine did it, but shout out, it's Black History Month. We got an all-black main event too. Shout out there. Kudos to the machine.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it out loud, but I was definitely thinking it when this match came up.
Yeah, hey, it's a thing. It's a real thing. I don't know where you guys all fall, but we've never cared about any of that shit, right? We give Carrie all the shit in the world because she brags about being a percentage Polish, but yeah, it's awesome. I love seeing stuff like this. And it organically played out. It wasn't something like you chose, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good thing. It's awesome. There she goes, showing off the power. Yeah, let's go.
Another one. She is not struggling to lift this dude.
No, those are easy suplexes. Easy ones right now. All Brooks right now. All Brooks.
I mean, you said since the start hot, and that is exactly what she's doing.
Stay on top of him. Even when he flips it and he finally gets on the offense, he's taking a lot of damage.
There we go. He's finding a foothold. Can he keep it? Oh, he can.
Nope. Drag that motherfucker to the middle. Let's go.
Still seeing the after effects of Sammy still.
I like the sheriff over there. I don't know if you saw that, but he got down on one knee. I think he got some feedback in the back. That's the first time I've seen a ref drop to a knee to really focus on where the pinfall was taking place.
He definitely. He's had some message. It looks like it's
all you want. You want constructive criticism to be taking, and you want them to build off that. Oh, nice running spear in the corner.
1, 2.
Hook the leg in the neck there. And look at her. Okay. Oh my. Oh my. Cover.
1, 2.
That was good. So I mean, if you look at it from the sheriff's point of view, he's seen a lot of people get fired today, so
that's a good point. Job security is on the line.
Purple Rainmaker. This is it. It's his finisher.
Damn.
1, 2.
No. Oh no. Oh! Big kick out by Brooks.
1, 2.
Oh. That's where he should have hooked the leg there. He followed it up, had her on the ropes there, literally couldn't finish it.
I think we might get the under on this match.
You're looking that way. Yeah. It's a matter of how much did she really take out of him early, because she might not get back on the offense. 2. She might not get back on the offense.
Oh. She is resilient. He might have to reconsider what his finisher is after this match.
Yes, that's another call. These guys all have their movesets here. This is the first time they're trying them out in competitive nature. They might figure out, like,
1,
I need to change some
2, 3.
Oh my goodness. 7 minutes. It's over.
Quickest match
Oh
of the night.
my. Big dub there.
Wow. Wow. What I will say is that for the first half of that match, Aaliyah was in full control, looked really good. But Deontay found a way back into it, and then it was all him from there on out.
Yeah, I appreciate the judges flipping the old dyslexic 97 on us. They're 79% on the match eval. Appreciate them just trolling me like a prick because I took Brooks, so they wanted to fuck with me even more. I feel like I got trolled a lot today on this show because I joined in, so even the judges are fucking with me now.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good match. Wasn't the best match of the night. I think that definitely went to Matteo versus who did it go?
I agree. I think it's more of I think he got caught a little bit early. He probably was a little more confident than he should have been going into the match. Like, why am I across the ring from her, right?
Yeah.
And she took advantage of that. And she had him. She had him, but once he got that first offensive big move in there, and he went to the top rope there, it was pretty much counting down the minutes to the finish there.
Yeah, 100%. Dating the old league table here, so why don't you give us your thoughts on the overall show today, and what stood out for you? What are you looking forward to next? Yeah, if you could just fill the air for me for 2 seconds, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, I got you. I think for me, I was sports entertained, right? Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do a lot of the Friday shows. It just depends when I'm on and off work. But for me, it was enjoying. I enjoyed it. I got to see some folks that on paper we're gonna do this thing, and then you see them actually in action. You got that. So I do feel like today's show was productive in terms of just from a very high level, 10,000 feet in the air. Like, I got some people on my radar for Xpro, and this everybody that's like, I'm sure Lexi and everybody else that's going to tune in and watch this after the fact, because there are some of most of the U.S. across the pond are at work right now and whatnot. They're going to have some stuff, some stats to sink their teeth into, but also, there's some moves here that some guys need to rethink. I do feel like some of the move sets guys are finding out, like, and we've seen it before. We've seen a ton of people change their finishers over the years. If you go back to some of your favorites, their first finishers were not the ones that you know and love right now. But for me, I was excited to see Luke Cannon in action. Reggie won me over. I liked Reggie as well. Matteo showed a lot there. Cole is a scrappy guy. I think Cole's going to be a problem for everyone. I don't think size matters when you're going up against Cole here at all, because I do feel like he's got a little Darby Allin in him. So, like, if you let the match continue and you let him do his running around and wearing you out, he's got a chance to finish you off at any moment. And Reed, like, look, he dominated physically after. Like, I think he got a wake up call. So I would like to see him more focused from the minute the ring bell hits to the end of the match, because I do feel like he goes against some of these other people that he might not have got the chance to flip the script and get back on the offensive and get the dub here. So I would, even though we got the 3 points today, there are some concerning focus points I would throw at Reed, like, hey man, you need to sit down and you need to be focused from the jump and not take anybody from granted, right? That's the big call out I have for them. And obviously it's everything learning. Everybody had a chance to win a match today. Every single person had a moment where they could have won the match, and they didn't, because they didn't hook the leg, they didn't follow up, or they didn't have the ring awareness, and you saw them making these big moves, and then a rope break would happen, right? And then you got to see the ref in real time make a mistake and then fix it. I love seeing that. And then the monkeys in the truck can fuck off. Like, we got we need some full-time monkeys in the truck, and that's part of the growing pains here. You'll find it. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of applicants coming in to fill roles. But I think for overall, a good show. I think it's one that built off last week's show. And I'm hopeful that anybody that watches this back, highly recommend, if you have the opportunity to do these shows with Sector, please jump on. Hopefully you got some value from having someone not necessarily me. I'm not the greatest at this, whatever. I just done a lot of radio shows over the years, right? But like, hopefully you get someone to play off of, because I do hopefully that it made it more fun for you. You get this little time where someone else is talking, you can do setup. I'm setting up the next match. I'm trying to talk while you're doing that. So there's a lot of little things that going into making a show a good one versus a poor one. And then the results in the ring will always take something that's good to great, right? And if our reactions are playing off that ring, that it's going inside that ring, the action inside that ring. If they're doing the big moves and we're invested, it's going to come across good. So like, hopefully I brought some value without talking too much. I know I can talk a lot. I'm used to doing that. So I had a great time. I appreciate you letting me be on for 1, 2, and then I look forward to helping you grow this brand either behind the scenes or giving you the resources, do what you want. Because man, I'm telling you right now, the graphics that you're doing, using the machine as a tool, everybody can say, "Oh, it's just AI." I'm telling you, you got to be creative. You got to type the right shit, and you got to have the right vision. And it doesn't spit it out great all the time. There's a lot of tweaking that you got to do. So I think overall, man, a great second show. It builds off the first show, and hopefully you just continue to grow after this, man.
100%. And yeah, the quality of this show has doubled and astronomically. For me, so much more fun than last week. Just having you to play off, to sort of just talk to, and like you say, you'll notice yourself if you're playing solo and trying to talk and move stuff around as a man. Trying to multitask it's impossible.
You're gonna miss something, right? You're gonna miss something. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn the camera back on, or I forgot to do this, right? Or oh shit, I couldn't. Like for me, right? Even when I have a bunch of people, you try to do too much sometimes. Like I did that with the Rumble. I wanted a ticker. Everybody would be great on Twitch, but I got so invested in the match. I said, fuck that. I'm just gonna talk and watch with the rest of you. So there's gonna be things that you try that won't work. Who gives a fuck? Pivot and go to the next thing. It's all about having fun. There's no pressure here. You can do a show, you can do a show. If you can't do a show, no big deal. But we're world building. Everybody that's involved in our world pops for you being back. So even though you might not get, like, trust me, the most frustrating thing in the world is not getting feedback. Like I said earlier, you just want to be seen. So hopefully that motivates you to keep going, man, because you don't want this to be a job. We're taking time out of our lives to do stuff like this. And if we got one viewer, who gives a fuck? We had fun. But if it gives everybody else something to enjoy and gives them a break from the monotony of the real world, this is what I like to do. Like, this is fun for me. So I appreciate letting me on today, man.
No, it was my plan. Get you on again very soon, hopefully next week. We'll see how how it's been. No, it's been great having you on. Really appreciate you. I'm sure people who watch this back will appreciate it all, because it just makes it a more experience when there's more than one on the show. The highlight of this show for me was the fact that we got to give some employment opportunities to people live on the air. Like I said, this is the land of opportunity. We're in America. Well, you're in America, but the GSWA is in America. But yeah, really beautiful, beautiful moment.
Good job, sir. You done did good, kid. You done did good. 2 is done with. Good for you.
100%. Yeah, there's the current standard bearer. I've lost my tongue. Standard bearer. Yes, anyway, right there. First, yeah, wait. Guys to beat right now. Obviously, they're gonna have their second match now next. Don't have the card in front of me. Well, the put it on the X account, and we'll get a preview up. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Lee.
Pleasure, man. I appreciate it as always. And again, with the show, I will download it. So we have it for record keeping. And if you want me to get any certain screenshots or whatnot, I can make that happen for you for hype and publicity. But yeah, everybody check it out. And I got to look at the site because right now we got the bare minimum for Xpro. If I'm going to start posting full videos, we need to look into that. But that is something that I'll make sure that we get on the site so people can watch back. I know right now the only way to do it is really with Twitch and subbing and whatnot. So we'll look at making sure we get some highlights, some screenshots, and that type of thing for you as you continue to move. Because again, we want everybody to be invested in these characters because we don't know who's going to be moving up and all that stuff. So they're all potential opponents or teammates. So the more we get people invested early with these guys, the better.
So I'm just going to end by saying thank you for those who tuned in live. Lexi, Stevens, obviously Lee for being on the show. Thank you for watching this back either on YouTube or over on Lee's Twitch channel. Prefer if you watch over on Twitch because it gets him the traffic, but as long as you're watching, we're all happy. It's going to get interesting now as potentially two winners facing each other in week 3. You never know.